Brian Sebastian, Movie Reviews and More, Worldwide TV Network, WomenOnTV.tv, iTunes 247 out of Franklin, Tennessee, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, Comcast, Apple TV, Google Plus, and everything else that you can think of now. I'm so happy with this show. So, I'm honored to have her on. And again, I'm talking about Terri this time, Non-Stop Terri.
Thank you, Brian.
But really, pay no attention to the goal. It's about the goal at the end. It's about DJ Badass. That's really who we're talking about. I was just saying because she just happens to be sitting next to me. She actually, there was only supposed to be 2 seats here, so she decided to bring a chair up, and that's how she ended up in the middle. That's the only reason why she's here.
Okay.
But really.
See, Brian just likes to tease me. We've been working together only 5 years now, and he still teases me, but it's all good.
But I'm really happy.
Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
He's just sick of me.
Let's talk about music. What it is, what's happening, how did you start doing what you're doing? What makes you bad Ashlee?
Well, I've always been a singer and songwriter, and then about 7 years ago, I started DJing, and it just took off. I've never tried to book a gig. It's just easily took off, and so I went with it. And I mean, now after the pandemic, things are a lot different, but now I'm getting back to singing and writing and creating new music, which has been a great change of pace. And now I'm just got these awesome songs, the best songs I've ever done in my life that I'm prepping and ready to release.
I've heard some of them. They're actually really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, so I'm getting ready to release them in the new year. And I'm just so excited about that.
Terri, have you noticed she's actually happier since she's been around us lately? She has been. I don't know if you noticed.
Well, she's smiling. Like genuine smile. It's not a fake smile. It's a genuine smile.
That you had a chance to come out to see what we're doing in different ways.
Yes.
Also.
Yeah.
Because you've been on a couple of shows. So here's the other thing. I called her the other day. I'm like, how'd you like to be one of our co-hosts? She goes, what? That'd be nice.
Absolutely. This is a nice group of people, nice change of pace. It's
and
great.
You met Victoria.
Yes, I love meeting.
I love how you guys have a great connection on that scene, being those singers. When you meet Jessica at Tennessee, you love Jessica Heim. And again, we all like each other. We all get along. Everybody has like their thing that they're doing. And then when I get everybody to be on the Dreamweaver Artist Ranch, that would actually be really exciting. Because I told you a year ago, we're going to not only be disc jockey for us on our property, you have no idea who's coming to our property.
Yeah.
Half these people you won't know.
And
they're going to want to get to know you. But also, it'll be a thing where you can have your band, Concrete Kiss, come up and perform. We don't have to worry about cover or anything on this property. Everything is built in. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
When was the last time you guys got to perform live? I mean, it's been since when this thing started. March? Was it March? Yeah, March.
My last gig with my band Concrete Kiss was March 6th.
Wow, right before.
At Avalon. And Avalon's a huge venue, so we really went out big. Avalon is
it's a big venue.
Very big. I think they hold at least 1,500 people. So it didn't feel crowded because everybody was very spaced out. But as far as, And
I wanted to come too, and then I was like in Vegas, I was like, okay, this is it. I'm not going anywhere. I saw it coming. I was like, a lot of people come out. I did. February 25th was it for me.
Oh, okay.
I walked out of the Grammy Museum talking to Sergio Mendes and John Scheinfeld, the director. I'm like, they canceled NBA season that day. The Lakers were just getting out. MLB was canceled. Hockey season was canceled. I'm like,
crazy.
That's it. It's the time.
That's it.
It's happened.
And I knew you were still having a show, but I hope she has a lot of people come.
Yeah. It was for us. If it were a smaller venue, it would have felt very crowded. But it was all spaced out, and got some great footage. We killed it as far as our performance, and I had lost my voice right before that show, but I figured, you know what, I'm still gonna do it because
show must go on.
Show must go on. Who knows? And I went to the doctors. I got like a vitamin shot in my butt, and I
did it work?
And
vitamin B does work.
Oh yeah,
they're you should try them. They're great.
Yeah.
I don't get
You're-
sick, so I'm like, you know, if it's not broken yet.
Yeah.
It just helps with energy.
Okay.
Yeah, it helps. Yeah.
Energy, yeah.
And vitamins and stuff. So yeah, I did the whole show, and I remember the very last note on the very last song, my voice gave out a little bit, and I was like, wow, I can't believe I made it through that whole
Were you
show.
climbing on it and jumping on everything?
Oh yeah. Well, I will say Avalon is not. It's most of my shows with Concrete Kiss were in a smaller venues, which are more intimate, so we can actually climb on things and be on top of people. But Avalon is a big stage. So we still came off and climbed a little bit, but there wasn't as many things to use. But yeah, we're always, anything I can climb, I'm climbing.
I think that's fun. Yeah, I've seen photos of you, and sometimes, and I'm going to start taking some of your other stuff and sharing them through our network of people. Because what people find out is you've got to share stuff 3, 6, 9, 12 times. People thought you share it once or twice.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
work. It's got to be more than
Yeah.
that. That's what I've been able to find out.
You're
So
right.
It's one of
I'm
those things
still
where
learning
you got
that.
some great things. Well, you do so much stuff.
Yeah.
When you were locked down, you were writing, you were like doing your best to perform and stuff like that. And then I would see, who's that in the background? Who's walking back and forth? Who are these people dancing in the back? And I think that's cool. I'm like, is this her apartment? Is it a warehouse? What's going on? But it was fun to see that because I didn't know what was going on.
Okay.
But you were doing what you were doing as far as making people happy with music.
Well, yeah. So since COVID, I've streamed a few DJ sets, and I would have just a couple friends, like 2 friends over, and they'd be in the background, you know,
Dancing
making a
around.
drink or dancing or singing along, because I felt like I needed some type of live
Connection.
energy besides just me and the camera. It's hard to fully get in the vibe of like a party when it's just you and you're like, come on guys, are you dancing at home? Because you know you can only do that for so much time until you're like, well, I have no idea how you're feeling on the other end there, but
Well, and I was looking at that because that is difficult to do. But when you have that crowd of thousands of people, I mean, you feel that. At that point.
you feel
not
it,
only as
yeah.
that singer, but as the performer, but also as that disc jockey. Because I'm looking at, I know she's missing these crowds.
The energy.
Just to take that photo of what's behind you.
yeah.
So did you think that you got more inspiration because you had to, you know, be by yourself more? Like, did it come across in your music?
Yeah, I think so. I will say it gave me time, and I had just more space to sit back and create. Whereas before the pandemic, I was gigging all the time and go. I hadn't had a lot of time to write. So I mean, pros and cons. It's I've been able to be creative, and really I've learned how to record my own vocals at home, which has been a little bit of a learning curve, but it's been fun because now I don't really have to depend on
Other people.
Although I'm not a master at it yet, I'm, you know, it takes years and years to really master production. But it's been good and bad in ways. You know, I miss live gigs so much. I miss that. But on the other hand, it's nice to have time to just chill and, you know, wake up and play a little guitar and, maybe let me jot this idea down, and, you know, just, it's much more relaxed now. But
So I was wondering how, you know, I was thinking of you specifically. I was wondering how you were dealing with that. All of a sudden, you come to a halt. That's not easy.
it's a mental, you know, it's woo.
Because you're used to like that. This coming up, this coming up,
Yes.
this coming up. Now you're like, nothing's there.
Yes.
What is it? Me? No, it's not you.
Right.
It's the elements. And
Yeah.
then mentally, you're like thinking, well, this is not normal.
Right, yeah. Now what? Oh my God, freaking out. Yes, it's been an emotional roller coaster, I think, for a lot of people. And I mean, I've been lucky that I haven't known anyone that got sick and died. Like I mean, think about all those people that their loved ones have died because of it. So I've been very lucky in that manner. But yeah, it's still been emotional because it's like I was about to have the best year of my entire life. Like I had Stagecoach coming up. I had the Masters in Augusta. I was going to be
You were
performing.
going to do that?
Wow.
Oh, wow.
A 7-day gig. And I had several.
I never say this. That is a big deal.
Yep.
Doing a master's.
And and I had several
Coachella.
Stagecoach.
Stagecoach.
Yeah. So I haven't played Coachella. I've played Stagecoach, and but I had lots of other corporate events and birthday parties and like well-paying gigs. So it was about to literally in March and April were supposed to be my highest paid months of my life.
Wow.
And none of it. And it all just zero.
Wow.
And I haven't made any money since. But I'm hoping, it's not about money now, it's about creation.
But you look very happy right now.
I am.
And that's one reason why I wanted to call and invite you up and say, hey, you can be part of what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because it's fun what we're doing.
It's fun. It's back to basics,
In. Now I can mention Terri.
Okay.
Because she's been there for a lot of the stuff and it makes me happy. So, and as we're sitting in this room doing our first time on our TV stuff here at the Mike House studio, I'm like, oh, now Terri can do her one-on-one red carpet stuff without having to go anywhere. We can just So
I'm missing the hosting. I'm missing red carpet. I'm missing those interviews. I mean, I really enjoy doing that. And I was telling her earlier, I miss getting dressed up.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a diva. I kind of like to do my makeup and my hair. And so it's just any opportunity for me to get dressed up. And it's just weird because we were saying it before. I've been just running around my house in, flip flops and, Ugg boots and stuff. So I don't know. It's just, and we were talking about another show too. You have to get up in the morning and take a shower and make your bed because at least you're starting your day off correctly. Which I kind of got a bad pattern when this first started, where I wouldn't, I'm not gonna take a shower today. I just I got lazy, and I'm like, why am I getting lazy? I was fortunate that I still was working. This whole time, but other things were taken away from me. The gym was taken away from me. That I had almost nervous breakdown about because I called him. I was like, "Oh my God, the gym is going to close. What am I going to do?"
No. Work out from home.
Yes. Yeah. Well, so what then I did? I went on this rampage, and I was buying all this gym stuff. So now.
She was ordering everything.
So now
it's funny. I see the Zoom what is this piece of cushion she's got next?
So I
weights here. She's got rubber bands here.
Great. I'll come over and we'll work out together.
So I still would like to do this. If I have any time, I would like to try because I'm a certified trainer, so I'd like to train people one-on-one. So I basically have a portable gym that I can just throw in the trunk of my car now. So, cool. But you had to kind of just change the way you did things, I think. Just kind of be creative. And I just, okay, well, I can't go to the gym, so I'm going to have a nervous breakdown, so I got to figure out somehow I can do it. But I know he knows other girls, because we have a lot of fitness people that we work with, so they all kind of went through the same meltdown. So he knew.
Just go outside and work out. That's what everybody's doing. And I always said, what would happen? I was telling them years ago, what would happen if you can't go to the gym? I was warning them 2 years ago.
Yeah, because I was, that'll never happen. I'm like, no, because I go every day. I go every day at the same time. I go at 6 o'clock every night.
God.
So I'm really disciplined on it. So it just it just whacked out my whole
Okay.
And I've been doing this since I've been 20 years old. I mean, I didn't start competing until 2014, but I've been. This is, I've been doing, this is just what I do,
Incredible.
So even with your music, that's what you do. So, you have, it messes with your mind, because you do it every day, and so I can imagine not being on stage, and what that does to your mind. Same with the fitness shows. So it's just, it's affected everybody. It's goofy, especially if you're a performer,
Oh yeah, that's very true.
So we get into the performing aspect. Talk about your band really quickly. How they can go on and see stuff. And you have a YouTube channel too, do you?
Yes. Well, Concrete Kiss is my band. It's rock and roll plus dances. And then my original stuff is Ashlee Williss. Ashlee with 2 E's and Willis with 2 S's.
I'm going to start sharing some of your stuff through our network and stuff, because I love the stuff that you do. I love seeing a lot of those classic photos of you just in the moment. That's good to see when you see a performer. They're just in that moment. I love shots like that.
Thank you. I will say, when I perform with my band, Concrete Kiss, it's the best feeling ever. When I'm just doing my stuff acoustic as Ashlee Williss, it's more vulnerable, it's more... you know, like you're at home with me, like just chill,
More intimate,
real life person. But with Concrete Kiss, I get to dress up. I get to be the rock star I know I was born to be.
Because this goes into the fact, and this is why I said you do many things, just like we were talking to Nikki Lee earlier. People forget, you don't just do one thing. You're actually that singer, that performer, that, think of burlesque. You know, that's another thing.
Yeah,
Talk
dancing. Well, I grew up as a dancer. And I've always been a singer, like since I was little, but I grew up, you know, dancing in the local dance places, studios. And once I was able to incorporate both of them, it's like my dream. My dream came true. To be able to sing and dance and perform at the same time. That was, like the best moments of my life on stage. And then again, like DJing just was another side thing I did, because it's hard out there for a female singer. There's a bazillion of us. Like, how do you stand out? And then so I started DJing on the side for just another little fun thing to do, and that took off without me ever expecting it to happen. It just kept booking gigs.
Because of what you were doing, and then you'd have a hotel host you up, what was in Vegas or whatever the case may be. That's the reason why I'm like, I'm going after the Marriott now.
Yeah.
Because they do that because all of our junkets were done at the Four Seasons, where we would have a room like this, and the celebrity walks in, and I'm sitting there and and I'm like, oh, this is how you do this. That's really what it kicked in when I said, oh, they're hosting you up. Oh, I'm going to make sure they start doing it with us now. Yeah. That's where the idea came from, Terry, what she was doing. See, I watch you girls all the time. Thank you, women.
You're taking notes from the women.
Yes. Absolutely. So that's why I told her, the next time we go back to Tennessee for Love Summit University and shoot there, she's coming with us. I told her.
That'll be cool. We'll have a good time.
Any chance to go to Tennessee?
It's a fun city. I love that city. It's so much fun. And it's kind of weird now, because I don't know exactly what's going on with the music in Tennessee. It's just
well, I know I do have several DJ friends
that are there,
and musician friends that live in Nashville or go there to perform. It seems to be everybody's performing.
The Country Music Awards were last night at the Grand Ole Opry. That happened. I mean, they had everybody kind of like distance at the tables and stuff, but it was kind of nice to be able to watch an award show. That's the only award show I think I've seen this year.
Yeah.
So,
well, as you were saying the other day, you're tired of doing things virtually.
Yeah.
And so was a lot of people.
Yes.
Well, we're meant to be around other humans. We're not meant to be alone.
Yeah.
It's just not. We're social creatures.
So that goes into that video that you did. Hi, walking down a neighborhood. Hello. I think that was so cute. That's what we're supposed to be doing. And I'm like, wow, it's so great of you to just create that thing, because I'm like, that's what we're really supposed to be doing.
Yeah. I miss
no one could go out and say hi to anybody. People were scared.
Yeah.
And she puts this video out. Hello, how are you doing? And there's like nobody there, but she's saying hi to everybody. It was hilarious. We got a couple minutes left. Give you your social media links.
DJ Bad Ash. You can find me anywhere, all platforms. DJ Bad Ash. And I guess that's the one, because you can also find Ashlee Williss and Concrete Kiss through DJ Bad Ash.
Exactly. And with that, I want to thank Ashlee, DJ Bad Ash. I want to thank Non-Stop Terri. This is Movie Reviews and More, iTube 247, Women on TV.tv, everything else like that. And if you see someone without a smile, please give them one of yours, because she made a nice little small video of everybody waving.
So you gotta say hi.
So with that, we will see you next week, and thank you for paying attention and watching.